everyone, good afternoon.
And welcome again. We're back again on Coconut Bay.
Yes, we're spending a few hours here at Coconut Bay just to get out of the house. If you're wondering why we're wearing masks, what's the reason?
It's the rules. We have to follow the rules.
Yeah, they have these rules, I think a little ridiculous rules set by the DOH, Department of Health, that we have to wear masks. There's no one around. I'm not sure what's the purpose of the mask. But yeah, we don't want to get Coconut Bay in trouble, so we'll just follow the rules. But yeah, so we're going to take a walk around. Grace have some questions to ask me. And yeah, we'll see how
we need to have a social distancing as well.
we'll see how it goes. Maybe we should keep a meter away, yeah. Okay, guys, so let's get started. So, what are we talking about, honey?
So I just want to discuss about expectation versus reality.
Expectations versus reality of what?
Living here in the Philippines.
Ah.
I mean, what's your expectations? Do you have any expectations before you come here?
Did I have any expectations?
I did,
before coming to the Philippines. All right, yeah. What I want to say is, I guess everyone has some kind of expectations before they move to a new place. You have all these ideas and what you think it's going to be like and what you're going to do. But yeah, the reality is always a little different.
Okay.
I don't know. Is there anything specific you can think of?
Well, do you have like imaginations or ideas what Philippines look like?
Well, I have come here to visit before. So yeah, before I decided to move here, I did come and visit Grace quite a few times. The 3 years prior to visiting her. So where's this camera from there? I'm losing you.
Oh, we
Can't go through there.
We cannot go through.
Hi,
Hello.
hello. It's right there.
A few inches later.
What was I saying?
Yeah, you have like ideas before you come and visit Philippines.
So
What's
yes,
your
I
idea?
said yeah, we have been. I've been here a few times. I visit her probably like once every 3 or 4 months. I came to visit her.
But before that,
I didn't
yeah, you
think
don't
about
have you
living
don't
here.
have you don't have any idea what Philippines looks like. Yeah. So, but you have like some vision of it, like you expect something like it's gonna be.
Well, sure. When you hear Philippines is a tropical country and you see photos of Boracay, you imagine all these white beaches and palm trees everywhere, and the ideal tropical island spot. So if I have to refer to when I actually came to visit you the first time. I mean, where Grace lives, I guess, in Cagayan de Oro. I mean, you have to really go out of the city area to find something with a white beach. But here on the coast here, you guys have seen in the previous videos, you know, there's no real white tropical beaches and stuff. But I mean, here it's still very mountainous and beautiful trees, palm trees and stuff like that. So I guess in that way, I guess you could call it a little disappointment.
What?
Yes, in a way that you expected these clear blue water and white beaches, you know. So in that way, yeah, when you came here and saw, yes, only grey. Well, I can show you. Let's have a look. You look here behind us, you know. So
It's a grey sand.
it's grey sand, yeah. It's not a white beach. And the water itself as well, I guess.
Still nice, I think.
Water itself, you know, it's not those blue, clear, tropical waters. There's a reason for it here. I mean, there's a lot of rivers running into the ocean.
Yeah, just close here, there's a river, and sometimes when it's flooded, it's the mud pushed through the ocean.
That's right, yeah. So I mean, you can still go swim there. I have swum in there before.
You did Laya.
And I did Laya. So yeah, you can still enjoy the water. I mean, it's not ideal tropical holiday spot, put it that way. But you can drive like 45 minutes away from here and find a white beach in Imitau, and that's quite nice over there.
It's
Anyway,
weird,
it feels like
isn't
we're off
it?
topic.
Yeah, it's weird. Look at our cell phone. Can you hear us?
Yeah, finding hard to breathe.
It's weird.
Anyway, so expectations, the first time, yeah, I mean, of course you have different expectations. You don't know what to expect really the first time I came here. But I mean, after visiting here a few times, we're talking about coming to live in the Philippines. I mean, yeah, I mean, I always said I love fishing, I love snorkeling, and I thought I was going to do a lot of that when I get here. But the reality is, yes, once you get here, there's other stuff happening. You know, you're living your life, put it that way. You know, we also have to make a living. I'm not retired or anything. I'm living off retirement, so we need to find ways to make a living. So yeah, after about 3 months, I started working, and the work keeps you busy sometimes. It was a new job. She has a few small businesses that she was running at the beginning. That kept her busy enough. Now she's doing the wedding coordinating and planning. So when she gets a customer, she needs to focus on that as well. So you end up living a life as you would anywhere else. You know, making a living, doing the work. I think the big difference is the lifestyle. Yeah. It's a much more relaxing lifestyle to what I was used to maybe before, like in China, where I lived in the city. All the hustle and bustle from the city, you know, I quickly grew tired of that. And here, yeah, you always feel closer to nature. And
Closer to me.
most importantly, we decided to move here to be with Grace, yes, and to start our life together. So, I mean, that makes a big difference, having someone you love next to your side. You know? Some will maybe come here to live with their partner, others might come here by themselves, solo. So it very much depends on your lifestyle and the reason why you came here. My main reason was to be with Grace, for us to be together. So, we managed to do that, yes, successfully. We've been here now for 3.5 years already together, living together. Of course,
Living together 3.5 years. But we're turning 8 years this coming next month.
next month, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We mentioned in another blog that 4 years of that is long distance.
That's right. So we've been together almost 8 years. Yeah.
But anyway.
So
So you
gives you an idea.
we discussed before that you never really had an idea what Philippines, or you never really thought there is Philippines exists.
To be honest, yeah. I remember when I moved to China, I lived in China for almost 5 years, and the first time I met a Filipino was in China. Because there was quite a few Filipinos playing in live bands, and going to the bar, I met some of them, and that's when that put Philippines on the map for me, and I started inquiring about it, finding out more about the Philippines. And the Filipinos I met in China, I really enjoyed their conversation and just the type of people they are. So
you have an idea already of some Filipino personality. Shall I say that?
Well, I mean, I've met a few. I
Yeah.
mean, we're talking about maybe 6 or 7 Filipinos that I've met in China.
So you have really just a little like idea.
Yeah,
But my question for you
from
is,
all of the ones I met, I realized that very easygoing people, very easy to get along with. So I kind of set my mind, that's the kind of people they are, you know? Very simple, very easygoing.
wow. Say that again.
Simple and easygoing.
But anyways, my question for you is, when you come in, when you're living here for 3 years now, so how is it? What did you discover about Filipinos?
Well, the fact that everyone is very easygoing in general, and enjoying a simple lifestyle, enjoying the simple things in life. You know, they can just sit around a table and have fun and have a laugh, you know, and enjoy a conversation. So they can enjoy the simple things in life, yeah, the things we should really be appreciating and enjoying. Another thing I learned about Filipinos, if you go out, you eat. It's like, doesn't matter what's the occasion, there has to be food.
And make
otherwise
sure
it's
there's
not-
rice.
Make sure there's rice, yeah.
Rice is life.
So yeah, that's another thing that's very obvious. You know, there's no get-together without any food on the table. That's a very important part of the culture, the food here.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know, other things.
Yeah, well, like I have to know, like, did you experience like also like a little bad side, or you discover something about Filipinos?
Bad side.
But just be careful because we're near the ocean. I can throw you out if I don't like your answer.
You first. All right. I mean, I say bad things. It's things you can avoid. You should only be aware of, I think. We actually discussed that in a previous video when we talked about like crab mentality. You know, it's the kind of they love to gossip, and maybe, you know, rumors spread maybe through gossip. The information changes and stuff, and
Yeah, it's adding on.
Yeah, they love to talk and chica chica.
There's even a joke about it. I remember it now. Like if a single woman is eating like mango, green mango, and then they will say, "Is she pregnant?"
All right.
Yeah, that mentality.
Yes, another bad thing maybe is eating salt with your fruit.
Yeah, salt, of course.
That's yeah. So you see a few strange habits that you don't see everywhere, like well, green mango with some salt. But then I realized they can almost eat any fruit with some salt. So there's some strange things that, you know, I just don't like, that I wouldn't do. I've tried it, but yeah, I don't see the purpose really. But they like that flavor, and that's just what they used to. So it's not a bad thing, it's just a strange thing in a way. Bad things, I think the worst thing for me really that I feel kind of disappointed about is maybe things like litter. Yeah. So I mean, from my visits before, I realized it's a third world country and the infrastructure is not that great. It's still a very developing country with a lot of potential. But yeah, like many third world countries, you know, there's poor disposal of rubbish and stuff. So you tend to see a lot of litter around. And it's such a beautiful country, you know, all these beautiful landscapes and natural scenery, and then when you find litter, you know, it just spoils it a little bit. So I think that's the only thing I would call bad.
Yeah, that thing is just needs to be like developed, and I mean.
Yeah, I think as the economy grow of the Philippines.
But as also person to person, you know, we should also like Filipinos also like. We need more push to discipline about like just small piece of candy and then they just throw it, you know. Don't do that. Just put it in your purse or pocket, and when you got home, you just throw it in the garbage. One step at a time, each person do that, and then we will have less garbage. You can see garbage all over.
Yeah, it starts with a certain mindset, you know. It's don't think of it as the government's problem or someone else's problem or a big problem. Think of it as your problem.
Yeah,
so,
we are part of this world, this country, and then it's nice to be like discipline ourselves sometimes.
Yeah, it's a beautiful
Most of the
country.
time,
So yeah,
yeah.
if I have to send a message to Filipinos, is you have a really beautiful country. Look after it, keep it clean, yeah, and look after your environment.
I myself, I'm guilty of that. You know, I'm guilty of that before. I just throw candies on the ground. You know, I really didn't care. But when I met him, I also like realized like
Get more aware.
yeah, it's right. Though. But this like some Filipinos habit of just throwing, even like pack of anything, just throw. You know, just be responsible of your waste.
So yeah, that's I think that's probably to me, if we talk about something bad, that's been the worst thing really. Is,
But what about attitude of Filipinos in general?
well, I think in general they have a very simple, easygoing attitude. I mean, there's other things I think we'll discuss in other blogs as well. Things foreigners might want to be aware of when they come to the Philippines. We'll do that blog maybe next time. We'll do a discussion about that. But in general, I mean, I can't say bad attitude. Like I said, we mentioned the crab mentality and maybe sensitivity. Yeah, so they are proud. Yeah, Filipinos are very proud Filipinos. So sometimes you might want to make a little joke on something, but if the joke is in bad taste and they feel it's offensive, you know, they can be very, very sensitive to that. So, I mean, as a foreigner living here, you need to be aware of that. They are sensitive people and they are proud as Filipinos. So, I mean, even as a joke, yeah, make sure that the joke is tasteful and understood correctly.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know, is there any other pointers from expectations?
What about food? Do you expect something like...
Well, when I was, before the first time I came to the Philippines, you know, imagine lots of seafood, lots of variety of seafoods and tropical fruits. I mean, I guess the reality was a little different. I mean, it's not the abundance of seafood. You can always find fresh seafood. Why are you looking like that? If you go to the market, can you always find your parrotfish?
Depends where market you are, which market you are.
Oh, yes.
If you go to like
yeah.
big markets like in Kugon.
That's what we're saying. I mean, it's like where we live, you know. I still thought that kind of stuff will be easily available. We're living right on the ocean. But I mean, here you many times rely on whatever comes from the other markets maybe. I mean, put it that, it's always available. You're always going to find seafood available.
Yeah.
Maybe not always the exact variety you were looking for, but there was always some fresh seafood.
Yes.
And
Depends on your budget as well.
of course, it depends on the budget.
If you can't afford seafood, then go to the dried food.
And tropical fruits is also, yeah, some fruits are seasonal. Yeah, you're not gonna find it, get it, even though it's a tropical country, it doesn't mean you find it all year round. It's still seasonal. So some tropical fruits is available only certain times of the year. Like my marang. I love marang.
Marang, not marang.
Marang.
Marang. Yeah.
You have to speak very hard here. Marang.
my what you call this face mask is slipping. Maybe because I have not a really long nose, not like yours.
Maybe opening your mouth too big. Yeah, so little things like that about food. But in general, I love the food here. Yeah, I have no problems with the food. Food is great.
That's good to know.
So yeah, that maybe exceeded my expectations. Let's put it that way. Anyway, guys, that's just a couple of things that we can think of. I don't know if there's anything else you want to...
How about family values? What do you expect something like the same as like you mentioned China and the
Well,
Philippines?
I would maybe say when
or
it comes
South
to...
Africa and Philippines. What's the...
Yeah, I mean, expectation was that, yeah, family members are very close just from our conversations online while dating, you know, the way they talk about family and living so close together. So I knew, yeah, maybe it's kind of an Asian thing. So I did kind of know, yeah, okay, family bonds are very close. I know it's a very religious country.
Did you like it?
Did I like what? You
I
being
mean, the
bonding to your family?
yeah, because some foreigners, they don't like it. They want to bring their partner away from the family because I know, you know, guys.
I tried, but unsuccessfully.
The ocean is right there.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, to be honest, yeah, sometimes it gets a little much, you know, always. And having so many people around you. You know, I mean, that's just also my personality. I'm an introverted person, so I like a bit of my own time. So sometimes, yeah, for me it can get a little much, but I mean, it's great, yeah, to see the family around, getting along. Except mom doesn't get along with anyone. But I mean, I have no complaints about that.
That's good to know.
Really, yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, Philippines. I realized, yeah, just from chatting with her and some of the Filipinos I met in China, it's a very religious country, and I actually expected maybe Filipinos to be a little more conservative than they actually are. So they're not really that conservative. I mean, like seeing ladyboys around. They're much more common. Oh, that was above my expectation. I didn't expect to see so many ladyboys in the Philippines.
But we respect them, you know, not like other countries that they are not accepted.
Yeah, I mean, that's something I was surprised with, is how much they are accepted here, regardless of it being such a religious country, and some religions maybe being a bit prejudiced towards those genders, you know?
Yeah, but they are loving people. They're very friendly. They're very funny.
Very funny
I have
people,
lots
yeah.
of friends like.
Yeah, through her I met a few of them. You know, yeah, they're very, very kind people, and
Yeah.
they can make a conversation fun. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
also fun-loving people.
You can when you're surrounded them, you are stress-free.
That's right. So yeah, all in all, I think I'm very happy living in the Philippines. While we're working on our goals and stuff, you know, and we're still working on getting our own place. So there's a lot of things happening. Blogging being a new thing for us, so we're trying that as well. But I mean, yeah, all in all, I think Philippines definitely met my expectations, maybe exceeded my expectations in many ways.
That's good to know.
So
You
Nothing to say?
you see yourself living here for the rest of your life, or
that's a ridiculous question. All our goals and plans are focused on that. And basically, yeah, all our goals and plans are focused on us being settled here in the Philippines. We're actually even talking about my mother coming over and joining us here.
Can't wait to see them.
And you never know with the situation in South Africa at the moment. You know, even my brother-in-law and my sister, they even also talking about considering maybe living in a place like the Philippines. So yeah, you never know. Maybe there's more than just me settling down here.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think we can finish there. I have nothing more to add to that. If you guys have any questions, maybe something we haven't thought about.
Okay, we're waiting for your question. Ask now.
Yeah, so any questions, guys, drop them in the comment box. We'll have a look at it. If there's anything you want to maybe add to the conversation we had,
Yes.
maybe something we didn't think about or missed, yeah, we're happy to hear about that. In
Yeah,
the
and
meantime,
don't forget to share and like after you've watched our video. Please click like and subscribe to our channel. I'm not gonna say oh. No, not gonna.
yeah, just putting you on the spot. Yeah, guys, yeah, we always appreciate your support. Thank you for watching again, and we hope to see you in the next vlog as well. So in the meantime, take care, and Mambuhay, Philippines.
Mabuhay.
And yeah, greetings to all the family watching as well. Miss you guys, and thank you for watching as well.
Yeah, God bless.
Bye bye. They're also saying goodbye. All right, guys, take care.
It's more fun in the Philippines.